everyone. Welcome back to the Fluent Vibes English podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm here to help you feel confident when you speak.
And I'm Ali. It is so good to be here with all of you today. Honestly, I'm feeling really happy right now.
I can hear it in your voice, Ali. I'm feeling great too. But tell me, how is your day going? Is everything okay?
Everything is wonderful. Thanks for asking. I'm actually a little bit warm today, but overall, I'm doing very well.
Oh, are you feeling the heat? I think it's because the sun is shining so brightly outside today. It's a very strong sun.
It really is. It's such a beautiful day, though. I truly love the sun. It makes everything feel better.
I agree 100%. But wait, Ali, before we dive into our big topic today, we should probably check in with our friends who are listening.
Oh, you're right. Friends, if you're enjoying our podcast and it's helping your English, please click that like button right now. It really helps our channel grow.
It does, and please subscribe to Fluent Vibes English. We want to keep making these lessons to help you master English. Also, if you have a friend or family member who wants to learn, share this episode with them. Let's learn together.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, Sarah, let's get into it. Today we have a classic topic, but it's so important. We are talking about the weather.
The weather. I love this. You know, some people think it's a boring topic, but it's actually everywhere. Every country has its own rhythm, and every culture has its own way of living with the sky above them.
That's so true. For example, my friend lives in London. He tells me it rains there almost every single day.
Ah, London. It's famous for those gray clouds and the constant drizzle. People there never leave home without an umbrella. It's like a permanent fashion accessory.
An umbrella? Yeah, I imagine you need one. But Sarah, is it really always raining there? That sounds a bit sad.
No, not always. They actually have gorgeous sunny days in the summer. But the thing is, they talk about the rain constantly. It's a huge part of their social culture.
That's interesting. You know, in some parts of the world, people actually celebrate the rain because it's usually so hot and dry.
Exactly. Think about tropical places in South America or Southeast Asia. When the rain finally falls, it feels like a huge relief. It's cool and refreshing.
I totally get that. When it's 35 degrees outside and you're sweating, a little rain feels like a gift from heaven.
35 degrees? Wow, that is intense. Ali, do you actually like that kind of heat?
I like it for maybe 2 or 3 days. I love going to the beach and having a cold ice cream. But after a week of that heat, I'm exhausted. I start dreaming about cool, fresh air.
I understand. That's the beauty of why we have seasons. It changes just when you're getting tired of it. Do you remember the 4 seasons, Ali?
Let me check. Yes, we have spring, summer, autumn, or fall, and winter.
Very good. I noticed you used both autumn and fall. Those are just 2 different names for the exact same time of year.
Right. I remember that in British English, most people say autumn, but in American English, people usually say fall.
Exactly. Personally, I love the word fall because that's when the leaves literally fall from the trees. It makes it so easy for English learners to remember.
That is a brilliant way to keep it in your head. Fall is so beautiful. The leaves change from green to deep reds, oranges, and yellows. It feels very romantic, doesn't it? And the weather is usually cool. Not freezing, just cool enough that you need a light jacket.
Yes, a light jacket and maybe a nice scarf. It's the perfect fashion season. But then, right after fall, we hit winter.
Brr, just saying the word makes me want to put on a sweater. Winter is a totally different experience depending on where you are. In places like Canada or Sweden, it's incredibly cold. There's so much snow everywhere.
I honestly think snow is magical. Everything looks so white, quiet, and clean. It's like a postcard.
It's pretty to look at, but it's a lot of work. You have to put on a heavy coat, a hat, gloves, boots.
That's the I wish I knew this earlier moment for travelers. It takes 10 minutes just to get dressed to go buy a loaf of bread.
Exactly. But I love how those cultures have special winter traditions. They drink hot soup or steaming hot chocolate to stay warm.
Hot chocolate with those tiny marshmallows on top? That is definitely the highlight of the winter months.
I agree. But Sarah, what about countries where it never snows, like in Brazil or parts of Australia?
That's a great point. In those places, winter might just mean a little bit of rain or a slightly cooler breeze. They don't really have a white winter.
So they never get to build a snowman?
Usually no snowmen, but they have their own unique traditions. Did you know that in Australia, Christmas happens right in the middle of summer?
Wait, what? Christmas and the heat? That sounds so backwards and strange to me.
It's all about the southern hemisphere. When it's freezing and dark in New York, it's bright and sunny in Sydney.
That's wild. So do they have Christmas dinner at the beach?
They really do. They have big barbecues on the sand and go surfing. It's hot, sunny, and totally different from the movies.
That sounds amazing. I really want to experience a summer Christmas at least once in my life.
Me too. It sounds like such a fun vibe. But Ali, let's move to my favorite time of year. Let's talk about spring.
Why do you love spring the most, Sarah?
Because it feels like the world is waking up from a long sleep. The flowers start to peek out, the grass turns that bright, fresh green, and you can hear the birds singing again.
Ah, I see. Spring does feel very fresh. The weather is usually, what's the word? Mild?
Yes, mild is the perfect word. It means it's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's that just right temperature.
I love mild weather. It's the best time for a long walk in the park or going for a bike ride.
Totally. But we have to remember that in some places, spring is also the rainy season, like the monsoon season in India.
Yes, the monsoon is a huge deal. It brings heavy rain for weeks and weeks.
Does that make people sad, like in London?
Actually, no. It's usually seen as a blessing. The farmers need that water for the rice and the crops. Without the monsoon, there would be no food. It's a lifesaver.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. So the weather isn't just about our mood, it's actually about survival in life.
You hit the nail on the head, Sarah. The weather runs the planet.
Let me ask you this, Ali. What do you do when the weather is really bad, like during a massive storm?
When there's a big storm with thunder and lightning, I stay far away from the windows. I stay inside.
Me too. I love to put on a movie, grab a blanket, and just hide away. It feels so safe and cozy.
Cozy. I love that word. It describes that feeling of being warm, comfortable, and happy while it's crazy outside.
Yes, cozy. I love that feeling when the wind is blowing hard, whoosh, but I'm warm inside with a book.
You're making me want to take a nap, Sarah. What about the fog? Do you like it when it's foggy?
Fog is so mysterious. It's like being in a movie. You can't see what's in front of you. It feels a bit like a ghost story.
It does. You know, San Francisco is famous for its thick fog. They even have a nickname for it. They call the fog Carl.
Carl? They named the weather? That is hilarious.
I'm serious. Carl the fog. People there have a love-hate relationship with him.
I love that. Good morning, Carl. Please let me see the road today.
Exactly. And this is why weather is such a big part of how we connect with people. Do you remember our episode about speaking with confidence?
Yes, we talked about how the weather is the ultimate small talk topic.
It really is. If you're nervous and don't know what to say to a stranger, you can always say, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Or, "I think it's going to rain later."
And the best part is, people will always answer. Everyone has an opinion on the weather.
So true. Some people live for the cold and others can't stand it. I have a friend who actually hates the summer. He loves skiing and ice skating. He says the sun is too loud for him.
Too loud? He sounds like a penguin.
He might be. Then I have another friend who's the opposite. She moves to a new country every 6 months just to follow the sun.
Wow, a summer chaser. That sounds like a dream life.
It does. But for most of us, we stay in one place and watch the cycle of the year. And honestly, that's okay. I think if it were 25 degrees and sunny every single day, we might actually get bored.
Maybe, but I don't know if I could ever get bored of the sunshine.
Me neither, if I'm honest. By the way, Sarah, do you use Celsius or Fahrenheit for the temperature?
I use Celsius. Most countries use it. It's simple. 0 is freezing and 100 is boiling.
I agree. It's logical. But in the U.S., they use Fahrenheit. It always confuses me.
Yeah, in Fahrenheit, 32 is the freezing point. It's hard to do the math in your head.
Tell me about it. When my American friend says it's 70 degrees, my first thought is, oh no, you're melting. But 70 Fahrenheit is actually perfect. It's about 21 degrees Celsius.
Oh, so 70 is actually a lovely day. I need to write that down.
It's good to know both if you're a traveler. Speaking of travel, what's your perfect vacation weather?
It depends on the goal. For the beach, I want clear blue skies, not a single cloud. But if I'm in the mountains, I want it to be snowy and crisp.
Crisp. That's a great vocabulary word. It's that cold air that feels super clean and wakes up your lungs.
Yes, I love that crisp morning air. It makes me feel alive.
I know exactly what you mean. It's amazing how the sky changes our emotions. When it's gray and cloudy for weeks, people can feel a bit down.
Definitely. They even call that the winter blues.
Right. But the second the sun breaks through, everyone is outside smiling. The sun is like a battery charger for humans.
It really is. Allie, do you have a favorite type of cloud?
A favorite cloud? Let me think. I like the big, white, puffy ones. They look like giant sheep floating in the sky.
Sheep in the sky. Scientists call those cumulus clouds. They usually mean the weather is going to stay nice.
And what about those dark, heavy purple clouds?
Those are storm clouds. If you see those, you should probably head home.
Run for cover. Well, Sarah, we've covered a lot today. We talked about the 4 seasons, how to use autumn and fall, and why the weather is so important for different cultures.
We covered umbrellas in London, beach barbecues in Australia, and the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. We also learned words like cozy, mild, and crisp.
Your memory is incredible, Sarah.
Thanks, Allie. I really enjoyed this. I feel like we've given our listeners some great tools for their next English conversation.
I hope so. English is so much easier to learn when you're talking about real life, like the wind, the rain, and the sun.
It really is. Well, we're almost at the end of the episode, but we have a question for you.
Yes, everyone stop what you're doing right now and look out the window. What is the sky like in your city? Is it sunny? Is it raining? Is it freezing? Tell us in the comments.
Please write your answer in English. It's the best way to practice. Just say, today it is, and describe it. Also, tell us your favorite season.
I can't wait to see where in the world you are and what your weather is like. And before we go, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with just one friend who needs a boost in their English.
Thanks for listening, everyone. It was a pleasure, as always, Allie.
The pleasure was all mine. Have a wonderful sunny day, everyone, or a cozy rainy one.
Bye-bye. See you in the next one.
Goodbye.